do you have any tips for adult learners who really want to study English?
Oh,
and
yes.
improve English? Yes.
Yeah.
係，大家好，我係 Monika， 歡迎返到嚟我頻道。今日會同大家分享啦，有3個方法，成年人點樣喺生活裏邊提升你哋嘅英文。今日仲會特別同大家分享從英文母語者角度，成年人提升英文最有效嘅方法。所以咧，記得睇到最後啦。第一個成年人學習英文有效嘅方法就係進行定期嘅對話。喺之前影片裏邊咧，我都有提及到 self-talk 嘅方法。咁呢個方法咧都可以好有效咁樣提升我哋嘅英文啦，同埋思考能力。但係如果你想有人去糾正你嘅錯誤，俾回饋同埋同你互動嘅話，同母語者去進行對話都係一個唔錯嘅選擇。咁我一直咧就有用 Cambly 去上一啲外籍老師嘅堂。Cambly 係一個嚟自美國硅谷嘅真人外籍老師上堂嘅英文學習平台。上邊有45,000個以上嚟自英國、美國、澳洲、加拿大嘅 native speakers， 大家可以按照返個人需求同埋你自己嘅英文水平去選擇同埋揾老師。咁我都請教咗入邊嘅一啲英文外籍老師。
Do you have any tips for adult learners who really want to study English?
Oh,
and
yes.
improve English? Yes.
Yes, I'm glad you asked that because I always have several recommendations for my students, right? They
Yes.
First of all, focusing on learning one language, right? Focusing and on even trying to think in the English language, right? There are several ways, several recommendations I give to my students. First of all, everybody likes to watch online series or movies or whatever, right? Try to watch a series which is not that long, like 40 minutes maximum, because you get tired after about 30-35 minutes, you cannot concentrate anymore, right? So if you are watching a 2-hour movie, then in the middle of the movie you start yawning, okay, I've had enough and so on, and you forget a lot of things. So I always recommend them, please watch short series, and I always tell them, always turn on the subtitles where you have only English subtitles, right? When they stumble across a word, if you are Chinese, you would look it up in a English-Chinese dictionary, right? I tell them, no, don't do it. Look it up in an English dictionary, right?
Yes.
Because everything is explained in a very simple and understandable way, right? So then you can even explain what this word means in English. You don't want to explain this word in Chinese. You want to explain it in English, right? Okay, so that is a very, very important thing on Netflix. Watching it and reading everything you see there in the English language. Focusing, that's the number one priority. Focusing, okay?
其中一個好鍾意嘅老師咧就係 Joe 係一個咧非常之友善嘅老師啦。咁同佢交流嘅時候咧，佢會俾好多意見同埋分享自己嘅故事啦。咁所以同佢用英文去進行對話嘅時候咧，覺得好輕鬆啦。上堂嘅時候咧都過得特別開心，可以學到好多唔同嘅英文。透過喺 Cambly 上面進行定期嘅對話，你可以同一啲 native speakers 去練習發音啦、文法啦，而且 Cambly 咧亦都可以提供一個選擇咧，俾大家喺課堂上面或者課堂之後咧獲得一啲回饋，方便我哋糾正返錯誤啊、文法嘅用法等等啦。咁樣都令到我哋用英文去對話嘅時候，知道自己咧有啲乜嘢可以提升。作為一個身兼數職嘅成年人，我都好明白大家咧學習英文嘅難度，因為咧返工嘅時間已經佔咗一日嘅大半部分啦，仲要抽時間去學英文，其實咧真係唔容易嘅。而 Cambly 最好嘅地方就係你揀上堂嘅時間其實係唔限早晚，你可以根據返自己嘅需求啦，去揀15分鐘、30分鐘、45分鐘或者1個鐘頭嘅課程啦。令到咧大家可以運用好咧碎片化時間，亦都可以充實自我去學習英文。
Well, because of this, many adults of course, they have very great motivation to learn English, but they sometimes feel discouraged or overwhelmed in the process of learning English. Would you give them some advice to keep going and be persistent?
I would. You know, I understand exactly what every one of them is going through. I live in Indonesia. The language here is Indonesian. As you can tell, I'm not Indonesian. I face those challenges of learning Indonesian every single day. I face the challenges. And sometimes, I feel like I'm 3 steps forward, 12 steps backwards. Like I'm not actually learning anything. And it is very easy to become discouraged. Like, I've been doing all this learning, and what, am I actually getting anywhere? Surprisingly, it eventually does sink in. A lot does sink in. And one day you're suddenly able to sprout out this whole sentence that you didn't think you could do.
好似我自己咁啦，最近咧就對於英文嘅教育啦，都想做多一啲嘅了解嘅，我就會搜尋 education 呢一個嘅關鍵字，去揾一啲可以分享學習英文嘅內容嘅老師。如果大家對於其他嘅議題有興趣啊，例如係 IELTS 啊、旅行啊、動漫有興趣啦，咁大家都可以搜尋相關嘅 keywords，例如 travel、anime。去搜尋啦，都可以揀選嚟自唔同地方口音嘅導師。咁如果大家要出國啊，或者係留學嘅話咧，咁你都可以揀翻當地口音嘅導師去熟習嘅。除咗1對1嘅 lesson 之外咧 ，Cambly 都有 group lesson 嘅選擇。你可以喺主頁瀏覽翻咧俾你選擇嘅時間，可以按照翻自己嘅英文水平去揀唔同嘅程度，例如有 beginner、intermediate 同埋 advanced。咁啱我最近咧就去咗日本旅行，所以我就揀咗啦 Travel Talk 嘅一個 group lesson 啦。我覺得 group lesson 咧最好嘅地方就係你唔單止係可以同老師交流，而且亦都可以同咧唔同地方嘅學生一齊去交流。咁因為大家咧都係學緊英文嘅學生，所以咧你都唔驚去發問啦。咁而且喺我哋日常生活裏邊咧比較少機會去接觸嚟自世界各地嘅人啦。咁通過呢個 group lesson 咧就可以同世界各地嘅人去進行文化上面嘅交流啊。去用英文去溝通，大家可以喺 Cambly 個人主頁嘅推薦碼一欄咧輸入 Hi Monika， 咁你可以獲得用$1咧就可以體驗30分鐘嘅試聽堂，同時頭100位輸入推薦碼嘅用戶咧都可以獲得咧第1個月6折嘅優惠，等大家咧就可以喺上面預約老師。第3個令到成年人咧有效學習英文嘅方法就係了解自己學習嘅風格。了解呢啲嘅方法咧能夠幫助我哋更有效率咁樣去學習。例如你係鍾意通過聽覺啊，定係視覺去學習，定係喐手去學習嘅人呢？如果你係視覺嘅學習者，咁你就可以製作一啲咧英文詞彙嘅卡片啦，或者咧圖啦去加深你嘅記憶。有啲人咧就係聽覺嘅學習者。咁就可以透過聽 podcast 啊，或者音樂，或者咧語音咧去吸收你嘅信息。咁而有啲人咧就傾向透過閱讀或者實際嘅操作嚟學習嘅。係知道自己適合邊一種學習風格之外咧，大家都可以咧了解下究竟你係適合用乜嘢學習嘅方法去學習。例如你係鍾意模仿，定係咧制定一啲計劃啊，定係實踐去學習嘅。其實唔同嘅方法係適合唔同嘅人啦。咁如果你揾到最適合你嘅學習方法，就可以提升你學習嘅效率啦。例如有啲人鍾意有計劃同埋目標，咁你就可以喺學習之前制定一個明確嘅學習計劃，安排自己學習嘅時間啦同埋目標，咁樣有助提升學習嘅組織同埋系統。咁而咧有啲人咧就鍾意咧透過模仿其他人去學習，透過觀察其他人嘅學習方式咧嚟獲得靈感咯。定期去反思翻學習嘅過程，透過了解自己嘅學習風格，同埋咧選擇合適自己嘅學習工具啦，同埋方法，咁就可以方便我哋制定更加合理嘅學習計劃啦，令到我哋學習英文嘅時候更加有效率。咁樣對於成年人喺繁忙嘅工作裏邊學習咧，都係非常重要嘅。最後我哋去聽下英文母語者對於正在學習英文嘅成年人嘅一啲鼓勵。
What advice or just encouragement do you have for adults to stay motivated and consistent in their English learning journey?
Don't give up. Don't give up. You might think you're 3 steps forward, 12 steps back, but don't give up. Just keep at it. I mean, you'll get there one day. It takes time. It takes patience. It's not going to happen tomorrow, and it might not happen for 6 months. But, stay with it. And, thumbs up to those people that are trying to learn a second language. Good on you for trying. You're going to face a lot of challenges, but good on you for trying anyway.
如果覺得今次嘅影片對你學習英文有幫助或者有鼓勵嘅話，唔好唔記得俾一個 like 去支持我。你嘅支持係鼓勵我更新嘅最大動力。多謝大家睇到呢一度，我係 Monika，咁我哋下次再見，拜拜。